Hey, it's your girl Nikki live here, coming to you with the recap of The Godfather of Harlem, episode 5 of season number 1, entitled "It's All in the Game." Now, before I get into the review, please comment, like, and subscribe. Now, this episode was pretty lit. It was a lot going on. You feel me? So this episode was centered around basically the numbers game, okay? And how Bumpy was going to end up paying off all the bets that came through for the 828 number that hit for that day. But before I get there, let's start off with the beginning, the first 5 minutes of the episode, okay? First 5 minutes of the episode, Chin sends out a warning for war between him and his people, right? So basically, Chin basically sends his men in and ambushes Bumpy's crew. You feel me? So he got like 5 or 10 men laid out dead because they got ambushed. You feel me? So Bumpy had to go and tell the wives, hey, their husbands are not coming home anymore. And, he just kind of hurt behind this shit because one of the dudes who got capped was one of his dudes from back in the day. But let me go ahead and proceed from that, okay? So Adam Clayton Powell Jr. is basically, trying to come up with his next headline of the day, you know what I'm saying? Because, it's about to be re-election time and he needs to have good press, so have you fixing his image. So he ends up coming up with the solution of basically, I'm going to start coming down on the Italian numbers runners in the community, right? So he's telling his congregation that, hey, I'm going to start coming down on these Italians because, even though it's a legal racket, ain't no Italians getting arrested, ain't nothing but Negroes / AKA black people getting arrested for doing numbers. You feel me? So he tells his congregation to put in names into the box suggesting who the name should be. But the thing about it is, nobody's putting in any Italian names. They only putting in black people names, okay? And one particular name that keeps coming up is Estelle Johnson, aka the bag lady, okay? She's supposed to be like the go-between between the Italian mob and the police as far as papers getting exchanged, okay? Now, I'm going to come back to her at the end. So, like I said, Chin is a made man and Bumpy is protected by the mafia because he snitch on them and they like that he is the straight up and down G. You feel me? So, what ends up happening is, like I said, Chin took the first shots to start a war between Bumpy and Chin's crew, okay? We're wiping out his men and, wiping out his men, okay? So basically, Bumpy was going to retaliate by giving out Italian people's names who were dealing with the numbers to give out to Adam Clayton Powell Jr. to get them caught up in a federal case. So, right when he was getting ready to give out the names, he thought about that shit and was like, you know what? Nah, I'm going to have pass because I ain't no snitch. Because Mamie brought it to his attention that, nigga, you ain't never snitched before. Don't start doing that shit now. So when she told him that, he thought about that shit and changed his mind about giving out them names. He said, I handle it another way. So that day, the paper came out and it was saying that the March on Washington's date was going to be August 28th of I believe 63, okay? So everybody was playing the number 828. So what ended up happening was Chin ended up sending the dude who was fucking with his daughter to go to the numbers dude who does the tallying of the numbers at the racetrack to fix the number so that it would hit for 828. Okay? So basically what ended up happening was, because Chin knew that everybody was going to be playing the number 828, and if everybody simultaneously hit that number all at one time, it was going to break Bumpy's break Bumpy's bank, which it did. So what happened was, Chin wasn't taking any more numbers. And Bumpy had all these 828 numbers, okay? So, like I said, he fixed it so 828 could hit. And when it did, he ended up having to pay out $300,000 in cash for all the people who hit, okay? But keep in mind, he didn't have the $300,000, okay? So he had to figure out a way to get the money, all right? So he ended up going to the white girl who he used to fuck around with, who got money. So she agreed to give him the money, but she wanted to fuck. So he was gonna fuck her until he ended up seeing a picture of a black woman breastfeeding her. And he like, you know what? I can't do this shit. I ain't being nothing but motherfucking cool if I do this shit. So he said, fuck it. I don't want her money. He's like, okay, so he didn't get the money for her. He just left her there where she stood, okay? So now, like I said, the money, the situation is fucked up with him. So he's trying to figure out a way to get the money. So he goes to the first boss who he cool with, asking for a loan, and he's like, I can't do that. I would, but the Fed's looking at me, X, Y, and Z. Because at this particular time, this is during a time when the dude was telling on everybody in the Congress and telling on everybody about what was going on in the mob. So the mob was getting looked at, very closely at this time. So he was like, I would loan you the money, but I can't right now because, they're looking at us right quick, right? So during their chess match, the boss ended up giving him some information that he could use, right? With banana, and the chin beef going on, right? So Bumpy gets an idea. He goes to the motherfucker, to the boss, I keep forgetting his name, Banana, to the boss of that family, right? They set up a deal between the two of them, right? X, Y, and Z. Hey, I run your dope, 12% interest, blah blah blah. Only thing I need from you is the dope up front and $300,000 in cash, okay? So cool. So now he back in business. He got the money to pay everybody he need, and he got work on consignment, and he can pay him what we need to pay him, right? So everything going cool, but Bumpy's paying out everybody who hit the damn numbers for that night, and then Chin shows his ass up, right? So Chin figures out that Bonanno was the one loaned him, gave him the money to pay out his debts, right? So when it happened, it was Chin, old jealous, hateful, old racist ass, piece of shit ass, he goes and basically fucks up the drop of the dope that his bodyguard, that Bumpy's bodyguards were going to pick up, right? So basically, his guys end up popping Bonanno's two dudes and robbing the dope. So not only do Bumpy owe the $300K plus the interest, and he owed him them keys. So now he fucked it. He back to square fucking one. Nigga, that shit is about to get motherfucking real. Cause now it's just like, okay, I got the money, $300,000, but it's gone. But I ain't got no money. I can't make any more money because I ain't got no product. This nigga got my product. So I'm trying to figure out what's gonna pop off in the next episode. I'm like, is he finna go to war with this motherfucker? Because the thing about it is, it's like Chin want him and Bumpy to bump heads and go to fucking war. And Bumpy don't want to go to war. All he want to do is get his product, sell his motherfucking product, and go about his fucking business. But the thing about it is, Chin can't stand that a nigga is playing in a motherfucking field and he doing it better than he can do it. You feel what I'm saying? So at this point in time, Bumpy is kind of fucked. You feel me? He out of motherfucking product and he about to be out of fucking money. So that's what happened in this episode right here. I'm sorry it's all over the place, but I just want to give you the highlights of what's going on. This series is pretty good thus far. Writing is on point, action is on point, storylines on point. I'm feeling it. You feel me? So anyway, y'all comment, like, and subscribe. I got like 2 more episodes to go before I am caught up officially and I'll be ready for the night. Anyway, y'all comment, like, and subscribe. Holla at your girl, and I'll be back with the rest of my reviews as they come. Anyway,